You guys are all disappointing me about what conspired the entire week of losing two sports figures. Not exactly losing two great sports figures, but one was seriously injured and, of course, getting better now because he's awake and breathing on his own. But seriously, you guys all say you practice what you preach, and I do mean preach, in religion. You all preach about how we need to unify this country and how we need to love thy neighbor, a 10 commandment, and how we have to be godly people, and how we should support each other and how we love each other. However, when it gets to politics and people's side they're on, you're all intolerant. The left and the right, the Republicans and the Democrats. Reason why I am not either. And not a conservative anymore because it's all about money now. But anyway, going back to what I was saying. First was Pele. I have to admit, soccer, football might not be English football. It's not popular in United States. But you all must have heard about Pele, the greatest of all time, and how he didn't just become a soccer star, he became a legend. And he also became a one-time actor and escaped to victory. He helped guide the international team to beat the German team to help rescue and release the hostages, the prisoners of the prisoner camp they had in Germany. There was other storylines, but that was the main storyline. And Pele scored the winning goal, bicycle kick, which he was famous for in signature move. But he and the national team, international team with Michael Caine and Sylvester Stallone in the movie. Michael Caine also played soccer in real life too. Helped freed the prisoners if they didn't free themselves. That's one of the biggest things we're trying to stop in this country and the world, to get people to freedom, right? Yeah, maybe Pele had connections with the leftists, and you may disagree with him about stuff, but when it came out, he actually stayed quiet. Isn't that what most Americans want of all sports and actors and entertainment people and celebrities to do? To stay quiet about the politics? Yeah, he came out, he was connected with the leftists, but doesn't mean he should not have been ignored by the Epoch Times or a lot of the people who like sports to ignore his death, and even people who are supporting freedom. That's not what we're practicing and preaching, right? Another story that I'm stunned by, and I just really cannot believe religious and Christian and most alt-right people on the right side, far right, are not even doing anything and not saying anything. All they talk about is a jab, anti-vaxxers, in which this situation was not about him being anti-vax or vax. And yeah, there was another story about another player who collapsed on the field over the weekend where he was for anti-vax and the media wasn't talking about him. But doesn't mean Damar Hamlin from the Buffalo Bills, my Buffalo Bills, should been ignored from the far right either. Both players, I don't know who the other players because it wasn't in the news because he was an anti-vaxxer, but doesn't matter. Right and left agenda, propaganda people, they should have been said and talked about. Both had big hits, both collapsed on the field immediately after they got up. But no, the far left media didn't want to talk about the anti-vaxxer, and the far right returned the favor and said nothing and didn't pray for Damar Hamlin, which is extremely sad and extremely heartbreaking, even from Bill's Mafia standpoint. You all should have been better on the right. We should have prayed for Dharma no matter who you are. Thankfully today, yesterday we found out he was awake. Today we found out he was breathing in his own and sending love. Good news, but it would be nice if the entire world and the entire country was praying for him instead of ignoring the fact the player was being ignored. So, guys, really don't practice what you preach. And with Ukraine, you guys say you're for, you guys said you're, about religious people. But the thing is, if you've noticed my posts and stuff on Twitter and Instagram, you guys are all wrong. You guys saying Zelensky is corrupt and fighting against Christians and not supporting Christians. But then why was he talking about saving the Christian churches and talking about the Christian churches during the war? And on Christmas, why was there a Christmas tree behind him and his wife at Christmas and him sending Christmas wishes? You guys are idiots and hate. Come on, come together and love thy neighbor.